Patrick Bateman, aka Governor Gaslight, aka the heavily lacquered sun god of San Francisco, Gavin Mussolini, is in the news again, as he just announced that the state of California is about to do something that no U.S. state has ever done. This partially robotic, totally in the back pockets of rich donor and greasy slimeball politician that has driven California into the ground is loosely related to Nancy Pelosi, the underworld serpent creature that's currently the garbage speaker of the House. Aside from him being completely disingenuous and a terrible politician, this clown sneaker has been driving California into the ground for the entire year and has presided over the first reduction in population the state of California, the U.S.'s most populous state, has ever seen. As if you didn't already dislike this guy like more than 2 million people in California have already proven to. This guy has a totally scrumbly and completely cringeworthy TikTok where he posts sweet tunes to people getting the juice and lining up for the juice. And he talks like this. Today in California, today in historic California. It's like you're a robot and no one likes you. So let me get this straight. The state of California has the first population drop in history. This guy just got 2 million signatures to put him to a recall election. He has been completely destroying the economy of California for the entire clamdem. He is broadly unliked. The guy has broken his own Corona clap rules and then given horrendous apologies that 0 people believe. And now what is he doing? I don't know, paying everybody off. This guy is totally in the back pocket of large donors, as made completely evident by who he was dining with at the French Laundry and all of his rich buddies that he happens to just casually do favors for. And of course, don't forget about the selective lockdown restrictions that shut down certain types of workers but made other workers essential, specifically ones that he had a connection to. California had some of the worst and most restrictive lockdown regulations over the past year, yet their case count and death count and every single else was considerably worse than a variety of other states that did not have the same restrictions. But hey, who cares? During some of these overbearing and outrageous and totally unwarranted lockdown restrictions over the course of the past year, one of them resulted in a viral video that showed a local restaurant owner that was not allowed to serve food inside or outside having a media crew and movie crew in her parking lot serving food outside, merely steps away from her restaurant where that same practice would have been illegal. You take 30 seconds to take a quick trip over to his Wikipedia page, you'll see all of the rich connections and rich donors and all of the families and such that have helped enrich this guy to the tunes of millions upon millions of dollars and helped jumpstart his political career. I wonder if he would be beholden to any of them. That would never happen. I can tell you. That couldn't never, nope, He's just an independent, just a totally non-greasy politician. Totally believable. He's totally believable. California. This guy is worth in the tens of millions of dollars. We're supposed to believe that this guy is really concerned about being a public servant as his salary as governor of California is only 210 grand. Cool. Fun fact, Gavin Newsom is the highest paid governor in the United States of America, followed closely by Andrew Cuomo, the dehydrated owl, and total creep, governor of New York. Wow, 2 grease bags. Dope. But the news of the day, which is totally and definitely not a bribe as he's about to go to a recall election, but whatever, is that the state of California will be offering a $12 billion tax rebate, which will give 78% of California taxpayers a minimum $600 stimmy check. And if you have a young dependent, you'll get an additional $500 just paid out for existing. Now, this supposed economic stimulus plan is because they supposedly have a significant windfall of tax revenues, and that's why they're going to pay everybody out. Wait a second, though. The state of California got $151 billion in economic stimulus from Joey Basement's plan that he just signed a couple of weeks ago. $151 billion. California received $346 billion in federal aid last year and has been a huge beneficiary of the supposed infrastructure bill and all of these payouts, which, let me remind you, is subsidized by every other American taxpayer in every other state. Now, the residents of California are already some of the highest taxed residents in the nation, but they are receiving Federal aid bailouts, now stimmy checks from the state, $300 federal benefits, rental assistance, payoff for utility bills, and a variety of other things. Does anybody realize what a risk this is? Does anybody understand the moral hazard of what this actually means? This is pure and simple, a total and complete bribe. All of the American citizens are subsidizing all of these federal relief packages. California is a huge beneficiary, and all of that money that's being stolen from every single American and or printed out of thin air, meaning stolen through inflation, is just being paid out to people that earn under 75K that just so happen to live and exist in the state of California. Does anybody think it's going to be a surprise when people don't want to go back to work and all of the prices of goods and services and basic commodities go up? Every single thing that everybody gets paid out, they're going to lose, and how much they're going to have to pay for basic essentials. That's called inflation. This is called socialism. This guy is terrible. People are like, well, why do you care that poor people are getting assistance? This is good. This is good. Because you guys don't understand how inflation works. You don't understand, apparently, how socialism works. This is creating dependency on the federal government and state government structure. These payouts are being extracted out of the money that you already have in your pocket. You're being robbed blind. They're taking money out of your left pocket and putting it in your right and taking a spiff in between. And most people don't even realize it. Take a look at your grocery bill, your gas bill, your electric bill, your utility bill, your rental cost, your insurance cost, the cost of a house, the cost of lumber, the cost of steel, the cost of basic commodities. Just take a look. The inflation is rampant. And all of these people, these economic experts that suggest that this is not pure and simple inflation, they are lying to you, just like they lie about everything else. Why is everything stupid and people are just cashing stimmies without understanding that it's coming out of the money